Hello and welcome to the Solo Legion Show. My name is Ryan C. Banks. I'm the owner of Prolific.Entertainment and the creator of a new team of superhuman heroes called Solo Legion. First thing I want to do is thank everybody who has stayed subscribed, everybody who has subscribed recently. I've been away from the channel for about a year and a half, and in this video I want to break down a lot of the things that have transpired, things that we've done to improve the company, things that we've done production wise, and really just give you guys an update. I really feel like I owe you guys an update for, staying away from the channel so long, but it's been really positive moves in the right direction. I want to thank everybody who's been very encouraging, everybody who's been very positive, who's really contributed a lot of positive energy towards this venture, and who understands the mission of bringing positive, family-friendly entertainment to families, to encourage people, to teach true heroism through these superheroes. So it really means a lot to me, people who have already pre-ordered their comic books. And I just want to show you actually on camera for the first time that we have the comic book completed, finished, cover to cover. This is the front cover. This is the back cover. And I want to show you that the interior art is full color. So we've got high quality art, high quality colors, and high quality print. And I know with a lot of the crowdfunding / pre-order independent comics, a lot of times what happens is they don't have the book finished. It's kind of a concept. They have preliminary artwork. They do a pre-order campaign. They collect a bunch of money, and it may be a year and a half, 2 years, 3 years, sometimes 4 years before the comic book is finished and going into distribution. In some cases, the comic books never get finished. And in this case, we've had quite a few production issues and just things that pop up. I mean, it's very difficult producing these things, and I never realized quite how difficult it was until I had to do it. And there's a lot of technical things with formatting. There's issues with colors, with how the printer reads the color versus how the computer sees the color and renders it. There's a lot of things that go on. Changes to the dialogue. There's changes to the panels. I had to rearrange panels. We also had an issue with the artist that was assisting us, who we actually had to remove from the project because the artwork was very subpar. And my local artist, Trey Allison, who is a genius and who has been with me on this journey for a long time, he had to go back and redo all of the ink work, then do all the color work. And it threw us about a year and a half or so behind schedule. I also stepped in to help out with the artwork, with some shadows, lighting, colors, different things. It's been a long journey, and the good news is we have a finished product. We have a finished book that's ready for print. There's the print sample you just saw. We also have it available as a digital. And the good news is we start our official pre-order campaign on the 12th, which is this coming Sunday. And so I'm really happy that we're at this point in spite of all the drama, all the chaos, all the production issues, all the setbacks. And I just really want to say thank you to everybody who has been here along the journey and who's understood the mission, what we're trying to do, and who has stayed very positive towards it. So I've got a pretty long list of the things that I want to go over in addition to the comic book. So if I go on a little bit of a rant, just understand that there's a lot that's been bottled up, and I do think that I owe everybody an explanation for why we've been away from the channel and what we've done in the meantime. So the first thing that I want to discuss from this list is the Prolific Entertainment online store is going to be the official sponsor for this channel. So with every video I'm going to be mentioning, hey, go to our prolificestore.com, support us there. We have the Be a Hero merch. we have inspirational quotes, we have Solo Legion merchandise, the comic book. We have a lot of things to offer that are positive, and the proceeds from the merchandise sales are going to go to help with various charities that we're contributing to moving forward. It's also going to go to help with animation, help with further production, so that we're able to get the comic books finished before we take pre-orders. There's a lot of production that goes into the YouTube videos. There's things that we really are trying to do to move forward and stay independent. So any of the merch sales, any of the net proceeds are going to go towards those things. So Prolific.Estore.com is going to be the official sponsor for the Solo Legion show. Update. So I went back into the online store and looked at what we could do on offering free shipping. I know free shipping is a big thing. Working the numbers took a lot of work, a lot of number crunching, a lot of adjusting, a lot of reducing profit margin, accommodating various things, looking at price breaks. So I do want to announce that we now have free shipping available, and for any order over $100, you get 10% off. You'll see that as soon as you go into your cart, it'll show the dollar amount of your discount right there. So I wanted to mention that. Very excited about that, and that's across the board with all products. Okay. As far as our social media presence, we've gone and set up the Instagram. We've got the Facebook. Obviously, we have the YouTube channel, and we have the Prolific.E.com, which is our official website. And really, I want to stay focused on those 4 platforms. You know, I'm not really going to do TikTok. I'm not really going to do X. Seems like there's a lot of drama, a lot of waste of time on some of these platforms. And really, I'm just trying to narrow our focus down to the things that we can be consistent with. So look for us on Prolific.E.com, which is our official website. We've got Instagram, Solo_Legion. We've got the YouTube channel, which you're currently on. And then we've got our Prolific.Entertainment Facebook. So really wanted to make sure you understand that. As far as the new YouTube schedule, we're looking to do Sunday and Wednesday. And with that, we're going to be doing some live streams. I've got a really cool live stream concept that we're going to start in March. And I think that's really going to allow us to engage quite a bit. So it's going to be a live stream in which we discuss a hero's perspective on a topic and a villain's perspective on. So I've laid out the format of how that's going to work, with me presenting kind of my upfront perspective on it, and then taking comments in the live stream, in the chat, answering questions, responding to comments, and engaging with the audience. So we're going to start that in March. And prior to that, we'll be doing live streams to promote the comic book, and we'll be doing additional videos and interviews to really focus on the comic book, letting people know where we're at with that, and answering any questions that people may have about that. So that's going to be really cool. So as far as the comic book is concerned on the pre-order, the first comic book that we're doing is going to be available as a floppy comic, which is your traditional comic book. That's what the pre-order is actually covering. So down the road, we're going to do the hardcover and the soft cover that'll be available to bookstores nationwide and then worldwide through Barnes & Noble, Amazon, etc. But up front, we're getting out the gate with the floppy comic book that's going to be available through Prolific.Estore.com. Because it's a little bit different marketing comic books. Your traditional bookstores do not do comic books. They do graphic novels, they do hardcovers. So your comic book stores are very hard to get into, and it's a very narrow market. So we wanted to stay consistent with producing the floppy comic book through Prolific.Entertainment, distributing ourselves, and then get the actual hardcover and softcover into bookstores once we build up a little bit of traction in the market, build up a little bit of a buzz, so the bookstores understand there's a demand for the book. So that's another thing that we've looked into doing, and that takes time to research these things and set up the distribution model, the production model, learn the platforms, learn the formatting that each platform takes. That has been one of the things that has really sidetracked me, setting it all up so that it's streamlined, so the shipping is streamlined, so that we can really get our process down, so that moving forward we don't have these headaches and all these hiccups in the so we're looking to have the hardcovers and soft covers available to bookstores in June of this year. Okay. As far as the Solo Legion merchandise line, we've been developing that. We're going to have some of the merchandise that's going to have the cover of the comic book. So for people who are collectors who want to collect those items, they will specifically be covering the comic book cover for Solo Legion versus the Ice Giant, which is the first comic book out the gate. And then we'll also continue to add other Solo Legion merch with individual heroes, with the team. We're going to add that as we go along. But out the gate, we're going to do a lot of the comic book merchandise on the online store during the pre-order campaign. All right, I've had a lot of questions about the video game. So one of the things that we did is went back and looked at the video game, the mechanics, the reward system, just everything that it takes to make a video game go from A to Z, to make it function. So there were some things that I went back and fixed, simplified in some cases, and really streamlined. So now, as far as the prototype is complete. The design document is available. I've reached out to the company who is going to put together the full game, do all the debugging, do all the play testing. And so we're going to be doing another pre-order campaign at the end of this year to get final funding for the final version of the video game. And in the video game, you'll be able to play as any one of the 20 superheroes. You have a team to manage. It will be multiplayer, up to 4 people, or you can play it as a single player experience and still play through all the heroes. So it's going to be really cool. It's going to be an action platformer. I did design all the levels and put together animations. We've got the special effects. We've got all that. So it's just got to be put together as a final build. So that's the update on the video game. Also, I get a lot of questions about Be a Hero and what is the purpose of the brand. Okay, so Be a Hero is, to me, a brand that represents a lifestyle. So ever since I was a little kid, I always saw myself as a hero, regardless of the situation I was in. And so I thought, why not have a brand that is what we call a lifestyle brand? So I've done a lot of research into lifestyle branding, and lifestyle branding is really taking a brand and building a lifestyle around it, or finding a lifestyle and building a brand that fits that lifestyle. So when you think of the Be a Hero brand, I want you to think of how you live your life, how you drive in traffic. Are you driving like a villain? Are you driving like a hero? How do you respond to someone who's negative? Do you respond to them in a positive way? Do you remind them to think more positive, or do you sink down to their level and allow their negativity to bring you down? How do you respond when you're in a situation where someone is being threatened? How do you respond when you're in a situation where you could quit, you could give up, but you know you're trying to do something positive and you need to keep moving forward? So the Be a Hero brand is something that I use to remind myself in every situation to think like a hero, act like a hero, to be a hero. And this is actually one of the shirts that I work out in. And even as I'm working out, there's times I don't want to even do another curl or press. But in the mirror, I see Be a Hero on my shirt, and it reminds me that I'm trying to have a hero physique. I'm trying to have a healthy lifestyle. And I think the Be a Hero brand is really something positive that can remind us and remind the people around us to think heroically, act heroically, believe in positive end results, regardless to how the situation may look right now. So that's the motivation for establishing the Be a Hero brand. As far as the Be a Hero Day, I've had some questions about when we're going to bring Be a Hero Day back. For those of you who follow the channel, you know that we did 3 events, not this past summer, but the prior summer. We did 1 at the trampoline park, we did 2 at different bowling venues, and I've actually locked down one of the bowling venues that wants to be our primary place where we hold the events. We're planning to start that back up in June. So that's going to be really, really fun. Be a Hero Day is where you can come in costume, you can come just in superhero t-shirts, superhero whatever, and you can get a discount on bowling. Bowl with us. We're going to do question and answer sessions, talk about superheroes, and really take pictures, really just have fun, and just enjoy the whole hero environment where everybody is just really having fun in costume, cosplaying. That's really what we want to do. So that's the update on Be a Hero Day. And the goal is to have those on the 3rd Sunday of each month. Okay, so we should be announcing that in May, that we're going to start those in June and do the 3rd Sunday of each month moving forward as consistently as possible. All right, so as far as the Be a Hero merchandise line, it actually is going to comprise various different things. We're going to have some that feature holidays. We're going to have some that feature inspirational quotes. So right now the line has several inspirational quotes that I wrote, things that, you know, I just get inspired. Sometimes I write a quote. So you can get some of those quotes on t-shirts, mugs, hoodies. And really, it's just me using my skill as a writer, using my philosophical, spiritual approach to life, and writing quotes that I think other people can relate to, and just testing it out on people. There have been people who didn't even know that I wrote those things, that read them, liked them, and have been moved and inspired. So the Be a Hero brand also has the inspirational quotes. I've got a new set of motivational quotes that'll be basically 3-word one-liners that just inspire you to, for instance, keep moving forward, never stop trying, things like that, that will help you think more heroically. But they're shorter quotes that will soon be coming out. So that's something that really, really, really means a lot to me, is inspiring people through this brand. Also, one thing that's really important to me through the Be a Hero brand is having something that is patriotic. So part of the production that we were doing, which is why it couldn't be on YouTube, was I was developing all these different lines. So one is the patriotic line, so that when you're going to vote, so that when you're on 4th of July, when you're celebrating Memorial Day, when you're celebrating Veterans Day, you have Be a Hero merch that you can wear or that you can buy as a gift for family, friends, because it really means a lot to be an American. It really means a lot to enjoy the freedoms that we enjoy here. Doesn't mean this country's perfect, but we do need to appreciate what we have, because there's a whole lot worse places that we could live in this world. And I'm a very patriotic person. Doesn't mean that I think the country is perfect. It doesn't mean that I think everybody at every level is even doing the right thing. But what the country stands for and what it was designed to be is what I'm loyal to. And that's what I want to represent through the merch under the Be a Hero brand. So another thing that I wanted to do was establish a line of Black History merch under the Be a Hero brand. So we will be announcing that line coming as far as getting closer to Martin Luther King Jr. birthday. We'll be announcing that line. You can actually go to the store. It's up in the store because I've got to get it on the store so it hits Google. It's about 30 days for anything in the store to hit the Google search. So I have to put it up before I even announce it. So you can go to the store, you can check out our Black History Month merch, and really just encourage us as African Americans to look to be the heroes in society, look to be the heroes and not the villains. Often we are demonized, often we are villainized, and some of it's on us, some of it's just media, some of it is different things that we could do better to represent ourselves better. So the Be a Hero African American line is just to remind you to be the hero in every situation. Let's represent each other as heroes so that we can fight racism in a different way. We can fight racism by the example that we set and by not playing into the stereotypes that perpetuate racism. So I have that line. You can buy the mugs, the hoodies, the t-shirts, and candles as well. And they're done in different colors of brown to kind of match the black melanin colors. And I think it's really, really cool to have something under the Be a Hero brand that is directly encouraging us as African Americans to be heroic. So that meant a lot to me. The other thing is, moving forward, we'll be doing guest interviews. So I've got a list of people that I want to bring onto the channel to interview, and they're in different walks of life. There's a gentleman who's had a very, very rough life, turned his life around, and we've been planning to do an interview with him for a while. He sent me his story, and his story is mind-blowing, and how far he's come is insane. So we're going to be doing an interview with him on the channel. I'm also going to be collaborating as far as interviews and being on live streams with other comic book creators, independent creators, mainstream creators, and I'll be on their channels as well. So I'm going to be keeping the updates going on that, so you know where I'm going to be, interviews I'm going to be doing, and we'll do those announcements prior to those interviews. So got a lot of cool things coming, and just want to say thank you again for your time. I know sitting watching videos, and in some cases watching me rant, it's time away from your life that you don't get back. So I want to always make sure videos that I put up here are worth your time watching. And that's something that I do take serious. And actually sometimes I hesitate to do a video if I don't think it's worth someone's time to watch it. And moving forward, we want to make sure that we have consistent videos that inspire you, that make you feel more positive about moving forward in life, more positive about how you handle problems, how you handle success, and really also entertain. I mean, this is about entertainment as well. So with that being said, just want to remind you that on Sunday, we officially start the pre-order for Solo Legion versus the Ice Giant, our first comic book. Very, very excited about it. I'll be putting up another video on Sunday, and really just want to thank everybody who's been here for the journey and let you know we've got a lot more moving forward. Thanks a lot. Have a great day. Look forward to the next video, and I look forward to all your comments, questions in future live streams, in the chats, and just thanks a lot for everything. And remember, we all make the world a better place when we choose to be a hero. Goodbye.